Walter tried to kill us. Walter is a heater, by the way. That me and my roommate got in college because our heat broke. Well, the entire dorm's heat broke. And so they gave us this super old heater, and they were like, have fun, kids. You know, don't die, I guess. No, they were just like, oh, here's the heater, so you don't, freeze and everything. And we were like, okay, cool. And we're looking at this heater, and I'm like, when is this heater made? From the 1940s, 1930s? I mean, it had like rust everywhere. Like the paint was like peeling, but it was like paint and metal peeling at the same time. And we were like, how old is this thing? Okay. But it worked fine. We had it on low and medium, and we were just doing homework, and it was fine the entire day, and we were doing homework at night and stuff like that, and we were like, man, it's getting a little chillier and stuff like that. And it's like, well, it is getting nighttime, and it is, it's getting a little cooler out. So I was like, oh, like, I gotta go to the bathroom anyhow, so I'm gonna turn it up to high and, just go to the bathroom. So I did that, and I come back, and my roommate's like, it tried to kill us. I was like, what do you mean it tried to kill? Walter tried to kill us. And it was like, what? What's happening? Who's Walter? And she's like, Walter, and like points to the heater. I was like, oh. I was like, what? I was gone for maybe a minute. I just had to pee. What just happened? And she's like, as soon as you turned it on and you walked outside, she's like, as soon as you closed that door, that thing started smoking. And she's like, I mean, like, just smoke rolling out of it. It smelled like fire. She's like, it was awful. She's like, it wasn't that much, like, smoke coming out of it, but it was enough to see. She's like, but it smelled like fire. And I was like, oh, okay. So we turned it down to medium, and it seemed to be happy after that. And we were like, okay. Well, I guess Walter is a fitting name because, if you've ever watched Jeff Dunham's puppet Walter, it's angry, grumpy, and doesn't want to do anything, and that's what our heater was doing. It was trying to kill us. That's the only thing it was trying to do. Other than it was happy if you turned it on low and medium because it didn't have to work that hard. And it was like, I can do this. I just can't do the high heat because, just freeze, you're fine. It's like, okay. It's not like we have, windows across one entire section of our dorm that, and windows always creep in cold air no matter how much you seal it. So I'm like, okay, I guess, this is fine. So yeah, our heater in college tried to kill us, and I'm still alive. Everyone in the dorm is still alive. So that's good. One of the RDs was like, he was like, I have a heater in my room. He's like, we're allowed to have heaters. We were technically not allowed to have heaters just because, I don't know, we weren't enough they needed an adultier adult to have it, let them have a heater, but not us. I don't know the reason why. But, so they got heaters, and he's like, I'll bring mine up later today. He's like, just remind me. He's like, here's my phone number. He's like, just remind me. He's like, call me later when you guys are like back at your dorms after classes. And he's like, and I'll bring it up for you. And he's like, I'll take the other one and I'll give it back to them and be like, hey, throw this heater away. Like it tried to set the dorm on fire. And we were like, thank you. You are a lifesaver. So we got like the bougie heater. It was like the big standing up one and everything. So we got the super bougie heater, and that thing pumped out some good heat. We were like, oh, thank God. And we could actually turn it to what we wanted it, because when the dorm actually has like heat coming out of it, they keep it at one temperature. And I swear it is as hot as they can get it, because we had to like crack our windows in the winter and like make sure snow wouldn't come out, but crack it enough to like, get it cooler down in there because it was so warm. So yeah, but we're alive. Walter's probably in a dumpster somewhere, so R.I.P. Walter. So like in this, well, first day for me in this classroom. We were playing like this card set. JD, hush! Sorry, my dog is barking because he wants back in. Go to the bathroom, child. But we ended up getting these cards. The card set was almost kind of like Cards Against Humanity, but it was more like